What's going on, everybody? This is Primetime James Thomas coming at you with another video for the Primetime Movie Network. So hopefully you guys have been enjoying this channel. Thank you all for all the subscribers. The channel has been growing day by day. Thank you all for that. And today, what I want to talk about is the announcement that broke a couple days ago, and that is the announcement that Scream 7, yes, Scream 7, it is official and it is on the way, which it should not be a shocker, should not be a surprise to anybody, being that these new set of Scream films starring Scream in 20, I want to say, was it 2020, 2021 when the first when Scream 2000, no, it was 2022. It was 2022, and then Scream 6 which came out, and then of course you got Scream 7 that's coming out, and both of them have been box office successes. Both of them have been box office successes, with Scream 2022 making 148 million in the box office, and now Scream 6, which was the highest grossing film of the franchise, which was like 168 million dollars in the box office. So this new era of Scream films has been a success. No matter what you may say about the films itself, this era has been a massive success for sure. Definitely, it has helped spawn a couple of new stars along the way. Now, Scream 7 is going to happen. Now, however, there's going to be some slight tweaks to the new franchise, as it's been revealed that the combination of Radio Silence, who has been directing these new films, will not, however, be directing. And again, I apologize for the background noise because I'm at work as I'm recording this video. But Radio Silence will not be directing these films. Well, Scream 7. Because Radio Silence, with the success of these Scream films, have been in high demand. I know that they're currently filming in the process of filming some sort of creature feature, and then of course they've been linked to there've been rumors about the Escape from New York sequel that's been planning, and apparently Radio Silence has been leaked into that. So Radio Silence, because they have so much on their plate, they will, however, executive produce the project. However, they won't be back to direct it. The new director is Mr. Christopher Landon. Christopher Landon has been announced to be the new director of Scream 7. And I feel that it's a solid choice. That is a solid choice. For those who don't know Christopher Landon and his work, he directed, I believe he also wrote Happy Death Day. Happy Death Day and Happy Death Day to You. And I remember at the time really enjoying Happy Death Day. It's pretty much Bill Murray's Groundhog Day, but with a slasher element to it. And I thought it was very unique. I thought it was entertaining. And he then also wrote and directed the film called Freaky. Pretty much Freaky Friday with a slasher, slash movie element to it. And I enjoyed that film as well. And even for the OGs, he wrote the very entertaining film Disturbia, starring Shia LaBeouf. Which, by the way, Shia LaBeouf in his younger years would have been perfect for the Scream universe. Perfect. But so Christopher Landon, is a very accomplished director and a screenwriter. He also helped write, I think he wrote some of the Paranormal Activity films as well. And Christopher Landon has made public that he is a big Scream fan, which you can tell by the style of his films. Sometimes the style of his films, have a little comedic satire, satirical element to it, which fits Scream like a glove. And he says he's a big fan. And that's, of course, is a plus, if you're a fan of the project that you're taking on. However, though, some of the criticism that people have about this is that Christopher Landon, his style is more on the comedic side of things. And what makes Scream work, what really makes Scream Scream is, yes, it has this comedic style, satirical style, but when it needs to get gritty, it can get gritty. If it needs to get violent and brutal and vicious and nasty and dark, yeah, it can get there. It can get there. And that's what made Wes Craven, what Wes Craven did with Scream was so brilliant, because he knew how to have that balance where you could have, humorous moments. When it's time to flip that switch and make it intense, he can do that. And Radio Silence, to their point, was able to accomplish that, especially with Scream 6. I believe Scream 6, the most intense part of Scream 6 is the ladder scene. We have to go to one apartment to the other with Ghostface chasing him. That was a great scene, probably one of the better scenes in the Scream franchise. So hopefully Chris Landon, because like I said, with Happy Death Day and all that stuff, he tends to be more on the comedic side, the more the scary side. Hopefully he knows how to find that balance, and I'm pretty sure Radio Silence will be there to kind of lend an ear to Christopher Landon. They did say that James and Guy, who wrote the 2022 film and Scream 6, they are coming back to write the film. So there's a lot of pieces that are put in place for this project. Lot of good pieces that's behind the scenes that can make this work. As far as the cast goes, it's safe to assume that Melissa Barrera, Sam, Jenna Ortega, Tara, they're going to make an appearance. They're going to come back, obviously. Now, of course, the elephant in the room is, Sidney Campbell, Nev Campbell's character, Sidney Prescott, Nev Campbell. What are they going to do with her? Now, of course, the biggest controversy about Scream 6 was that they did not give Nev Campbell back because of a pay dispute. And I will say that Scream 6 did a good job at making a Scream film that didn't need Sidney Prescott. I will say that Scream 6, was good enough to a point where I'm like, I don't miss Sidney. I don't miss them at all. I thought, Melissa Barrera and Jenna Ortega carried the film very well. But sooner or later, you're going to have to bring Sidney back. And I don't know what really happened behind the scenes, but apparently Nev Campbell asked for a pretty hefty paycheck. And I guess considering the character that she has, they probably thought that, we were going to pay you this money. Now, if they're going to bring Nev Campbell back, the same thing is going to be brought up. And this is going to be an even bigger problem because Jenna Ortega is very much becoming an A-list superstar. Her star is rising, it seems like, month by month. And I'm going to pat myself on the back. I'm going to put myself over here. I predicted this was going to happen with Scream 2022. When I first saw Jenna Ortega in that scene when she gets attacked in the kitchen by Ghostface, I felt like she's going to be a star. There's something about Jenna Ortega that she's going to be a star, and so far she has been. And then plus with the success of Wednesday, so she's going to ask for a big paycheck. Will they have enough money to bring Nev Campbell back? And plus two, you got Melissa Barrera, you're going to have to bring Sam back. I mean, they say Mason Gooding is going to come back. Will Mindy come back? The core four? We're going to have to wait and see. we're gonna have to wait and see on that. I I mean, if you bring the core four back, that's definitely a must. Then we got to fill out the cast, but it's probably going to be a while till we get Scream 5 rolling, Scream 7 rolling, due to the strikes and all that stuff. Even though I've kind of heard rumors that they've been low-key been working on a script even before the strikes, so hopefully we don't have to wait for too long. And as far as the story goes, the one thing I will say, everything that Radio Science have done with the Scream franchise in this second run, for the most part, has been spot on. For the most part, has been spot on. Just the one thing I will say that they kind of miss on are the killer reveals. And I believe with the killer reveals, I believe why some people kind of go on them is because it's kind of more of the same, you know. It's the same formula. I mean, which is why, I mean, and it's fine. I mean, that's what makes Scream the most consistent horror franchise ever. Because it stays true to its formula, and it makes the fans happy, which is fine. But one of the biggest things I was hoping for with Scream 6 was that it was if they kind of just deviated from the formula just a little bit. I was hoping with Scream 6 we kind of get like a cliffhanger. You know what I mean? Like we get a ghost face where he doesn't take off the mask. He doesn't give us like a 15-minute monologue on why he's doing this. Social commentary. We get a Scream film where we don't know who it is. And then that carries over to the next film. That's what I was kind of hoping Scream 6 would bring. But we didn't get that. You know, we got, Maroney and his kids being the killers. We're just like, so you're pretty much copying Scream 2's storyline. If you watch Scream 6's ending, the story is complete. No, like if you watch every Scream film in the franchise, the story is complete. There's really no reason to continue. Like with Scream 6, when you have Sam holding on to the mask and she's kind of like getting those thoughts in her head, but then Tara snaps her out of it, then she drops the mask to walk with Tara. That kind of symbolized that she's letting go of her father's legacy, letting go of her father's past, and embracing moving on to the future with her sister. That's a great ending for a franchise. That's a great ending. You could have ended it with Scream 5 in 2022. When Sam asks Sydney, "Will I be okay?" and Sydney says, "Eventually." It's kind of like a passing of the torch moment. Could have ended it there. So I'm really going to be curious to see where this story goes. And I'm going to be there day one. I'm looking forward to it because I enjoy the Scream franchise. I'm just really curious to see like what other story can they tell. Now you could tell the story that that Sam is becoming a little bit more bloodthirsty, because they did kind of imply in Scream 6 that she actually kind of enjoys killing people, and will that be the story that Sam ends up the killer and Sidney Prescott kills Sam or whatsoever? Like I'm really gonna be interested in what kind of story they tell, especially with the new director. And people have noticed the parallels with these new Scream films, where you have Scream 5, which is parallel to Scream 1, Scream 6, which is heavily parallel to Scream 2. Will Scream 7 be parallel to Scream 3, where the movie takes place in Hollywood? I'm not opposed to it. Now, Scream 3 is not my favorite Scream at all. at all. But I do like the idea of taking it on a different location. Take it out of Woodsboro. Maybe take it you know, to a beach, or they're on vacation, like they're on summer vacation, or it's their senior year in college and they're out on vacation. The murders happen there, and really utilize the environment around them. Now, they used enough of the New York environment. The subway scene, Scream 6 is fantastic. Wanted a little more of New York, but what we got was enough. Like I said, just kind of switch it up. Just maybe just kind of switch up from the formula a little bit, and make this killer. We don't know this is going to be the last Scream film. I doubt it. This will be the last Scream film, because I don't think they intend on this being a trilogy. I think they were just kind of going script by script, because the box office return has been so amazing. But I really am curious to see where they go with this. And like I said, I am a fan of Jennifer Ortega. I thought she's done a fantastic job as Tara. Melissa Brea as Sam. Didn't like her in Scream 5. She won me over in Scream 6. Of course, I like Mindy. I like Chad. I like the new characters. They did a really good job of building these new characters up to a point where I'm fine with them phasing out Gail and Dewey and Sydney. And hopefully they kind of stick the landing on this one. Now, they're still in the early process, so we don't really know what the future holds. But the Scream 7 is happening. Chad Landon is going to be, the head of the table, the operations. And we're just going to have to wait and see. But I'm looking forward to it. So let me know your guys' thoughts on Scream 7. Are you guys excited? Are you guys happy that Scream 7's coming back? How y'all feel about Chris Landon being the director of the new Scream films? And leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. Hit that like and subscribe button. And hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I will talk to y'all later. Peace.